This week on Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we're going to be having a closer look at the details from D23 out in California, all the latest news from the Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort to come in this week's episode of the show. Along with all that, a surprise announcement from Universal Orlando Resort, along with all the classics, Ask Me Anything, Interact With Me and Merch Paradise. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And of course, a very warm welcome to this week's episode of the show here from the world of theme parks. Yes, I hope you've all had a fantastic week then. We went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach over the weekend, 10 o'clock ride close. It was absolutely fantastic. You can't fault the place at all. It was really good. Operations were great. The 10 o'clock ride close, the extra entertainment going on throughout the park. It was really good. The weather was great as well. And the vlog went online last night from that. So make sure you do check it out here on our YouTube channel. It's absolutely awesome. Along with our vlogs from last week, of course, we had Adventure Island in Southend and the Pleasure Beach in Great Yarmouth as well. All fantastic videos to see here on the Theme Park Worldwide YouTube channel. Of course, this weekend we're going to be at Europa Park. Going to be looking at all the summer updates from since we last visited in May. It's going to be an awesome trip. It's my favourite theme park out there, and I look forward to doing a vlog for you guys, sharing some of the new stuff, what there is for summer. Of course, you've got Splash Battle, which has reopened there, the Whale Adventures, which has been completely refurbished, so we'll be having a closer look at that. We've got the summer events going on throughout the resort hotels, including Imperio, a huge nighttime show which is held there. So we're going to be looking at that, along with any other general updates from Europa Park. So it's going to be a great episode next week. Also, we're going to be doing our big Halloween reveal next week. All the events we're going to be visiting on Screen Park Worldwide, which is at Halloween Takeover of the channel, what happens each year. We're going to be revealing it all in next week's episode of the show, including the dates where it's all going to be happening. It's going to be fantastic. Halloween's going to be amazing this year. We just got everything confirmed the other night, what we're going to be doing, and it's going to be absolutely epic. Anyway, lots of news to get through this week from D23, so let's kick straight in with a bit of news off the rails. So yes, this week it's D23. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a huge expo which is held out in California, in Anaheim, where we're going to be in a few weeks actually. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it for D23, but who knows, maybe one year. But it's where everything gets talked about, from the movies to the parks to the new attractions, and that's what I'm going to focus on in News Off the Rails this week. So we'll start off with what we already know then, a bit of that. It's Pandora, the world of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's coming in a couple of years' time, 2017. It's going to be a huge area. It's going to be fantastic. But what's been released is this model, which is absolutely awesome. Look at the detail going on with that. You can see how it shows the area, exactly how it's going to be once it opens in 2017. Obviously, you've got some new rides in there. You've got Avatar Flight of Passage, the centerpiece of the area, Pandora, the world of Avatar. It's going to bring guests into one of the most thrilling scenes from the film, in which they'll soar on a banshee over a vast alien world. Ooh, sounds exciting. But yeah, you've got some great images going past there. Really good area. Also going on then at Animal Kingdom is the Rivers of Light, which is a brand new nighttime spectacular expected to open next spring. So 2016, Rivers of Light will be an innovative show unlike anything ever seen before at the Disney parks. That's come from the Walt Disney Company. It sounds absolutely awesome. I love my nighttime shows. I love Wishes. I love Fantasmic. I can't wait to see World of Colour Celebrate out there in Anaheim in a few weeks. So yeah, some great shows out there, not forgetting Disney Dreams over in Paris. One of the best, if not the best, nighttime show that I've seen. Some great stuff out there, but Rivers of Light is going to be really good. It's got live performers, floating lanterns, water screens, and swirling animal imagery, or as I like to call it, projection mapping. Sounds good. We already knew quite a bit of that, but for the rest of this now, it's all brand new stuff for D23. We knew we were going to get some new stuff, but maybe not quite as much as what has been announced. I suppose Universal are you know, they're getting in there now. You know, Disney should be worried about what Universal are putting out there with Kong and all the Harry Potter stuff. So yeah, Disney have responded well with all this announcements. So let's start first off then with Hollywood Studios. A lot of stuff has closed over the past year in Hollywood Studios. They've removed the iconic emblem, the hat at the end of the street where you go in. All sorts of stuff has closed, basically. The main one for me being the tram tour, the studio tram tour is closed. However, they have announced Toy Story Land. So a brand new area, not Toy Story Playland. I know it's Toy Story Land. Similar theme and stuff to the Playland, however it will feature a family-friendly roller coaster. What we're expecting is this coaster will zip, zoom and plunge and coast as it takes guests on a thrilling toy-filled adventure through the new land out the back on Slinky Dog. So you're going to sit on the back of Slinky Dog and go around the land. Here's an image. You might be thinking, oh, it's going to be another small coaster like the Seven Dwarfs. Look at this. Wow, there you go. You can see it with its track there in the middle of the area. Absolutely huge ride. It looks like it's going to be great. We're definitely going out there in a few years' time when all this opens. But yeah, that's the main ride going into this Toy Story land. I keep wanting to say Toy Story Playland because obviously they've got that at a couple of the parks, mainly out in Paris at Walt Disney Studios that I know of. And yeah, you know, it's a really nice area. You've got all the theming, what makes you feel like you're, you know, everything's big all around you. It's really good, really immersive. It's one of my favourite Disney areas, so I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be an 11-acre land, which is good. You've got Alien Saucers attraction, so the famous little green aliens that you all know from the films, they're going to take guests for a spin on their very own flying saucers, so that'll be quite a nice addition. And then of course Toy Story Mania, which already exists, Toy Story Midway Mania, a great ride, however it does suffer massively from queues. And a low throughput, so they're adding a completely new track to that, making the totals of 3 tracks for Toy Story Midway Mania. So that's a classic, and they're expanded on that, which is going to be great to see. That's a big enough announcement as it is for Disney's Hollywood Studios, but that isn't all. If you've been following the updates, you'll know that something even bigger is coming, and that is Star Wars Land. Now, Star Wars Land isn't just coming to Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, it's also coming to Disneyland in Anaheim. Whether we'll start seeing any early signs of clearance and stuff while we're there in a few weeks' time, I'll have to have a look, and of course I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. But absolutely huge news for Disney. Star Wars, obviously the new film's coming out. You know, it's going to be great to see. Can't wait for this. So basically what's going to be happening is a 14-acre area going into both parks. I'm assuming they're going to be pretty much identical at both the parks. Disney's largest single themeland expansion ever, this is, so it's absolutely huge. Obviously you've got 11 acres for Toy Story Land, which is good as well, you know, huge areas. So each will include an attraction that will put visitors into the battle between the First Order and the Resistance, and another attraction will place guests behind the controls of the Millennium Falcon. So if you love Star Wars, then it's going to be for you. I've watched all the films. I'm not a massive, huge fan, but I've watched all the films. I like it, you know, it's good. I really like the attractions. So this is going to be fantastic, really up your street if you love Star Wars. Yes, it's very exciting. I mean, Toy Story gets me excited more, but the whole package, the whole rebrand, what's going to be going on at Hollywood Studios excites me more. You've got 2 of these massive areas going on. It's going to be great, and there's going to be other surprises along the way, I'm sure. New shows, new entertainment. It's a brilliant time to go out to Orlando. You've got all this going on, but you've also got all the other stuff at the other parts, like Mako, the hypercoaster at SeaWorld, Kong at Universal, loads of stuff going on. Busch Gardens, they've got their new Mack ride for next year. You know, loads of stuff going on over the next few years. Whenever you go to Orlando in the next few years, you're going to get something new, something fresh, and it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Moving on to Epcot then, we can't leave Epcot out, can we? You know, everybody loves Epcot. It was a park that I thought was going to be lovely, but when I got there, it was absolutely amazing, out of this world. I'm sure you'll agree if you've been to Epcot or Walt Disney World, it's a special park. World Showcase is huge around the lake, illuminations, reflections of Earth. What a fantastic show. So yeah, a great park. What's going on at Epcot then? So both at Epcot and Disney's California Adventure, Soaring's going to be getting spruced up basically. Brand new film, fly above some of the world's most unique natural landscapes and soar over man-made wonders when the new Soaring Around the World makes its debut next year. 2016 edition then to both parks. Obviously I'll have done both. I'll be doing the one in California in a few weeks time, and obviously I've already done the one which is in the land at Epcot. Yes, really good. Not anything out of this world, I didn't personally think. I thought it was a lovely experience, but it wasn't one of my favourite things there. But yeah, I'm glad to see some more updates going on to Soaring. Whether we'll see some more effects updated and stuff, I'm not too sure with that. But no matter what, it's a great investment for the Walt Disney Company. For them to come out with all this new stuff is great. But that isn't all yet. As Star Tours The Adventures continue, which is obviously at Hollywood Studios and Disneyland Park in California. That will include a new adventure featuring locations and characters from the upcoming Star Wars film, The Force Awakens. So loads of new stuff going on there over at Disney. How amazing does that sound? I mean, I want to know, what are you most looking forward to about all of that expansion? Comment below on this video and we'll have a little readout next week, and I'll have a little look through and see what the main one, what everyone's excited for. For me, out of all that, it's gonna be Toy Story, I would say. I love the films. They've also announced a Toy Story 4 is gonna be coming based on Woody and Bo Peep, if you remember Bo Peep from either 1 or 2. I'm sure some of you will know that as well. But yeah, some great stuff going on at Disney. Really exciting to see. Like I say, Universal's always developing, always doing new stuff, and Disney really need to pick up the game, and that's what they have done there, so I'm looking forward to it. Talking of Universal, the big rival then, especially out in Orlando, they've announced the Incredible Hulk is shutting in a few weeks' time. It's closing on the 8th of September for a huge refurbishment. It's not going to reopen until next summer, so summer 2016. We'll keep you posted on all the details here on the channel, but what's going to be going on. So the Hulk coaster is going to be, it's been there since Islands of Adventure opened, the second park at Universal Orlando Resort. It's going to be getting some great new enhancements to its storyline. So what this involves, we don't know any details yet. However, could it be more immersive queue line? Maybe. The queue line wasn't amazing from what I remember. I only did it a few times, but yeah, it wasn't amazing, so possibly that could happen. It's having brand new ride vehicles, so what's going to happen here? Are they going to put audio on the trains? Is it going to be flawless? Who knows what, or are they just going to be revamped trains? Who knows, but something's happening. I'd love to see Hulk flawless. It's a great coaster, but imagine it flawless, it'd be great. I'd like to see them do what they've done to Mantis, you know. Obviously that's a stand-up coaster, but it'd be great to see the Hulk with flawless trains, so we'll see what'll happen with that one. Obviously that's those rumours at the moment, but whatever's happening, it's going to be big. The overall experience is going to be changed, so they're going to be introducing a lot more tech to the ride. And of course, again, this isn't all confirmed, but it was B&M's first launch, if we're being technical, on that ride. Obviously, they had some help with that, but it uses kicker wheels as a launch. Since then, obviously, cable launches have come in a lot more, and mainly LIMs. Will we see LIMs like B&M's Wing Coaster Thunderbird that opened earlier this year be installed on Hulk? It wouldn't surprise me if we do. I mean, they're a lot more reliable. B&M have got that pretty much nipped in the bud now. They know what they're doing with it, so we'll have to see that's going to happen at Universal. But no matter what, it's a great development going on with the Hulk. We'll have to see what happens to it. Hopefully they'll paint the track up as well while they're at it, because it wasn't looking great last September. So that's all then for your big news from Universal and D23. Loads of stuff going on, and there's still stuff being announced as we speak. So it's going to be great to see what else comes out. But for now, D23, absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited. Just to recap then, you've got Star Wars going in, you got Toy Story going in over at Universal, Hulk's getting refurbished, and then you've got Star Tours The Adventures Continue, which has been updated, and also Soaring. Wow, what a lot of news for you this week, all in the space of a few days. I was sat there on my computer, I was like, all this news coming out, I can't wait to tell you guys, for those of you that haven't been following the updates from D23. So absolutely awesome. Right, let's move on then from this week's news off the rails to a bit of Ask Me Anything. Questions, questions, questions everywhere. Now with Ask Me Anything, you guys love putting me through some challenges with this. You love sending in some great questions, which I appreciate, but some of them I find them so hard to answer. But that's what the section's about. Send me in the toughest questions ever and I will try my best to answer them. 4 more questions then for this week. Let's have a look at what I've got. So, you've got Sean Thrill. Is Shambhala still your favourite ride? Well, you say ride, it's my favourite roller coaster out there, and it probably is my favourite ride as well, but it's up there along with some of the dark rides I did out in Orlando as well, in terms of if it's my favourite ride. Coaster wise, it's still there at the top. How long for, I don't know, but I hope someone will come along and beat it soon. Obviously, I love new coasters and getting new credits, so we'll have to see what happens with that one, but yeah, for now, Shambhala's still at the top, so thanks for that. Jeremy has said, what is better, Baron 1898 or Oblivion the Black Hole, and why? If you're going on a coaster layout, then Oblivion the Black Hole takes it all the way. The coaster is a lot better than Baron. If you're going on the overall experience and the theming, even though Oblivion the Black Hole is fantastic, I'm going to go for Baron 1898. I love the soundtrack, I love the theming, I love the fact that B&M were involved in the whole support structure for it, so on the lift deal. So yeah, thank you for your question there, Jeremy. David Alexander, what's your 3 favourite colour schemes on any UK coasters? Wow. Nemesis at Alton Towers. I love how it's got that oldie feel. A lot of you out there might not know this, but Nemesis track, you all might look at it now and think, oh, it looks a bit dirty. That is how it was painted originally, all the black, grey and red stripes on it and stuff. That's how it was, it's not worn over time. I know a lot of people, I've heard them say it in the queue lines, you know, oh, it needs a clean. It's all part of the feel, but yeah, I do love that. Other favourite track colours, Speed. I love Speed's colour at Oakwood. Obviously you've got the bright orange track and then all the greeny blue turquoisey supports. So yeah, I love Speed. And then other rides out there, I'm going to go for Rage, another Gerstlauer. Rage, the colour scheme on that. Yellow track, purple. As you can tell, I like contrasting colours. So yeah, some really good stuff there. So thanks for your question. Finally, Oliver has asked, if you were to go on the roughest B&M in the world or go on a Togo stand-up, which would you choose? Definitely a Togo stand-up. The main reason because I've not done one. I'd love to do a Togo stand-up. I'm going to be doing a couple of Togo rides out there in California in a few weeks. But yeah, I'd love to do a Togo stand-up. Unfortunately, I won't be getting one of those. But yeah, I'd love to. So thank you for your questions. If you've got any, all you need to do is send them as a private message on our Facebook page or send them as an email to interact@themeparkworldwide.uk. That's interact@themeparkworldwide.uk. It's the new way to send them in. It's so much easier and so much more efficient for us to do that. So make sure you do email them in or send them on the Facebook page. It's great to see all your questions coming in there for Ask Me Anything. So thank you very much, and we'll have some more next week. So yes, it is time for Merch Paradise. Before we have a look at what you guys have sent in, let's have a look at this week's item. Woo! There we go. It's this cap, sent to me by a fan. About 20 caps I was sent, all with the pins on. Of course, this is from Dueling Dragons, as it was back in the day, now known as Dragon Challenge, Islands of Adventure. But yeah, so we've got all the pins on. I Slayed the Dragon, and on the back, Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure. That's going to be coming with me to California. Be walking around with that on, so it suits me that, look at that. Yeah, what have you sent in then this week from the show? First off is Lawrence with his girlfriend Vicky with Minnie Mouse ears and Teddy. So there you go, thank you for that. Oh, I gotta love the Minnie Mouse ears. Loving that. Harry Davies has got a toy train of Big Thunder Mountain. Where did he get that from? I'd love one of those here at the World of Theme Parks, so make sure you do let me know. Elliot Hill's got some Disney baubles. I'm loving those on your tree. You've got a nice topper as well. You can't really see it on the camera, but in here in the World of Theme Parks, there's a strip up the top there of Disney baubles. So thank you for sharing that with me here on the show. Callum's got some alphabet mugs from Disneyland. Love those. Richard Smiler Jones, 1999 Project 2000 mug for Valhalla. That's a rarity. I'd like that one. So thanks for sending it in. David Alexander, Flamingo Land badge, so thank you for that. Then you've got Williana Robinson with a selection of theme park bags, so thank you for that. I'm very sorry for pronouncing your name wrong there. As you know, if you've been watching for a while, I'm awful at pronouncing names, but thank you for sending it in, we do appreciate it. Finally, you've got Mary with a corkscrew badge from Alton Towers. Loving that there. If you've got any merch, all you need to do is send it in via merch@themeparkworldwide.uk, our brand new email address. That's merch@themeparkworldwide.uk. You can send it as a private message on our Facebook page, or you can tweet it in @themeparkww. I want to see some more merchandise next week here on the episode of the show. Time for the final section of this week's Theme Park Worldwide, the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. Loads of news, especially all that from D23. A few days on since it was first announced, and I still can't believe it. Great to see from the Walt Disney Company, and we'll be following it all here on Theme Park Worldwide over the coming years. Moving on then, interact with me, the final section. First off, you got Peanut there on California Screaming. I'll be you in a few weeks, as in I'll be riding that coaster. I can't wait to experience it and share it with you guys in the vlogs. They're going to be really special vlogs. First time at the parks are always great, the best times you'll have. So I can't wait to share it with you. You can all come along for the journey here on Theme Park Worldwide, so it's going to be great. Caitlin Day's got a photo of me at the turnstiles at Alton Towers, so thank you very much for that. You've also got a great photo there with Dean. That's Dean's one and only fangirl, so hi out there to Dean. Obviously Dean's a legend, he's in the vlogs. And he's up there, he is, you know, with his fangirl. So thank you very much for sending that in, Caitlin. Great to see you, and I hope to see you soon. Maybe you should come in one of our vlogs sometime. So great to see you. Kieran Fellows with an infusion on ride photo from Blackpool, so thanks for that. Gemma Ramsey, her and her daughter, the characters at Flamingo Land, a great photo there. Tom with a Shambhala on ride photo. Oh, I love Shambhala, what a ride. Still my favourite, as I said earlier, and Ask Me Anything, so thanks for sending that in. Abigail, Jake and Lucy with a photo with me at CBeebies Land. So thank you very much for that. Working hard there, as always. Callum Daniels got an Ice Blast on ride photo from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Charlie Harvey, Wipeout at Pleasurewood Hills on ride photo. Thank you for that. Loads we're getting in now. It's great how much interact we get. Matt Swain, out there to Matt. So you've got Matt and Izzy on air. Loving that there, loving the pose. Samantha Holmes got a photo with me at Pleasure Beach. Great to see you out there. If you do see us while recording, come over, come and get in the vlog, do a vlog bomb. That's what we like here on Theme Park Worldwide. So it's a good fun channel and I love it if you do it. Come and say hi, so thanks for that. Jake Foster with a Nemesis Inferno on-ride photo. Not quite as good as the original Nemesis, but I'll let you off, it's still a good coaster. Definitely more forceful as it's aged over the years, so that's great. Jenny Cousins with a Saw on-ride photo there from Thorpe Park. You got David McPherson with a Shambhala on-ride photo. Shambhala's a popular ride this week, great to see. Glad so many of you have been out there and rode it. It makes me proud, makes me smile. And finally, you've got Chris Anthony, Charlotte and Matthew with English Night at Warwick Castle. The English Night at Warwick Castle, that makes more sense. Thank you very much for your interact with me, but now it's time for birthday shout-outs. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What has happened there? I don't know. So yes, time for birthday shout-outs. Logan French, happy birthday out there to you. I hope you have a good day. Jordan and his girlfriend Sarah, happy birthday. Hope you have a great time from us here at Theme Park Worldwide. Happy 25th birthday, we're giving the age out there, to Jolene McNichol. There you go. I'm awful at saying names, as you know, but there you go. And finally, Liam Wright, happy birthday to you as well. There are 4 birthday people of the week. If you've got any birthday shout outs or if you've got any other interact with me, all you need to do is send it in via our email, interact@themeparkworldwide.uk. That's interact@themeparkworldwide.uk. You can send it as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. Drop us a like while you're there as well. And you can also follow us on Twitter at ThemeParkWW and send it in there if you want to as well. That's all then for this week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. Next week, we're going to be on location at Europa Park in Rust, Germany. We're going to be having a little look at what's going on for the summer, and it's going to be great to see. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke. This was Theme Park Worldwide, the show. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Have a great week.